Y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. I walked out to the garden and realized that my basil is taken off. So I'm going to show you guys my rendition of, hold on, pesto. If you love garlic and basil together, pesto is a great way to make your basil last throughout the whole year. I make pesto and put it in an ice tray, or you can buy one of these at Walmart that's the ball, like the canning company. And then I just pop them out and put them in a freezer bag. But I use it with chicken, starting a spaghetti sauce, just with pasta in general. It's fabulous. So, and I'll probably use a little bit of it tonight for my tomato and macaroni tomato. Anyway, this is how I do mine. I have started out with 2 bags of pine nuts. They are ½ cup. So I'm going to use the whole cup. I've already got one in my black iron skillet with just a drizzle of olive oil. I want to toast them just a tiny bit. It brings up the flavor of the nut. And I've used pecans in mine before, but if I can find pine nuts, that's my preference. So while the pine nuts are roasting, I am going to cut up this garlic. And let me peel this. I'm going to use about 4 to 6 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to use my blender just because my food processor is dirty. And I'll pull the blender into the view of the camera here in just a minute. Oh, let me tilt y'all down, sorry. At the end of summer, I will go cut all of my herbs and put them through the food processor or whatever, and put some olive oil with them, and I will use that as well. If you've ever cooked with fresh herbs, you will never be satisfied again with dried herbs from the grocery store. I'm just saying. Hey, come on over here. There we go. Anyway, I did your beef tips. And yeah, the coffee does make the meat tender. So does. I like pesto on about anything though. I don't know how you guys eat it. I like it on bread. I like it on a tomato sandwich. I like it on fish. I love it on chicken. And of course I love it in pasta. One more. And you can, do this as you wish. If you want more garlic, add more garlic. I usually make it and then taste it, and then see what I want to add, okay? Now, everybody has their own little take on this, okay? This is just mine. Oh, you know what? Here's another clove of garlic. Let's go ahead and bust him up. He looks lonely. Okay, into the blender. Or like I said, you can use a food processor. Okay, let me set this to the side. This is good just slathered on fresh tomatoes too, for sure. Okay, I have cut my basil and washed it. Let me check my nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. I don't want to burn them. Let me just toss them real quick here. Oh, they're toasting up very nicely. Yep. Spread them out thin. I'll show y'all that in just a minute when I bring it back over here to the mixer. Anyway, never used coffee, but how much did you use? About ½ cup on a roast. I would love to spend a day with you. Love your spirit. Cheryl, I appreciate that. It's not always great. I have my moments. I try to keep it real, but I also try to keep it positive. Anyway, what's that? There we go. I also cut just a little bit of rosemary to add into it because I really don't have that much rosemary yet. But you can really do what you want to with this. You want to take your basil leaves off though of your stalks and toss your stalks. Toss your stalks. I love fresh basil. I love the way it smells. I love the way it tastes. And you know, it takes no time to make this. And then stick it in your freezer. And then you've got it when you want it. Okay, in we go. All right, let me slide this over so y'all can see what I'm doing, or what the blender's gonna do. Okay, into this, I'm gonna add just a drizzle of olive oil, probably about 1/3 of a cup or so. Let me check my nuts. I'm gonna give them just another minute. Literally. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna toss a little bit of salt in here. You can choose to put Parmesan cheese in here as well. I don't generally, because I can add that later. But you can. I'm gonna put the lid on, and I am going to, let's see, let's chop. Okay, let's not chop, let's puree. It needs some more liquid. Hold on. Hold on. Let me add a little bit more olive oil. See if I can get it to whip in here. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water. It needs a little bit of liquid to get those leaves moving in this blender. Let's see if that'll do it. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do. While I've got that off, let's put the nuts in. Ooh, this is heavy. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this quick. Let me just set that down. The roasted nuts are ready. Let me tilt that down just a little bit more so y'all can see a little bit better. I'm gonna grab a spoon. Here we go. I'm gonna just scoop those in. This was 1 cup of pine nuts. You don't have to put nuts in. If you have a nut allergy, leave the nuts out. You're still gonna get all that flavor of the basil and the garlic. This is a great little thing to have too and give us gifts. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's see if that'll zhuzh up for us. Water in here just to make this move. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, right there. Now you want to puree this. You need it as like a paste form. Whoop. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah. Oh wait, there's a leaf that didn't get down in there. Hold on. Get on down in there. Now, with this yummy concoction, I'm gonna reserve a little bit of it for tonight's dinner. The other, I'm going to simply pour into my ice cube tray. These are great to have, like I said, just throw into a bowl of pasta and put some Parmesan cheese on it and you're done. Salt and pepper, it's a meal. Add some roasted chicken or even rotisserie chicken, you got a meal there. And quick. It smells wonderful. Okay, that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I do fresh pesto. Like I said, this will go in my freezer. Once it's frozen, I'll pop them out and put them in a freezer bag. That way, this winter, when I go to making stews or whatever, I'll have it and it'll be ready. I'm gonna save the rest of it for my dinner for tonight. But that's how I try to utilize everything out of the garden. And it's a great way, again, to preserve those herbs of summer throughout the whole winter. And honestly, if you plant 2 or 3 basil plants in a pot on your porch where it'll get some sun, keep it watered, it'll grow like wildfire, and you can make this all summer. It'd make a great gift like in a little mason jar, really would. Anyway, pesto from farm to table, from my kitchen to yours. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back with you a little later as I start to prepare dinner. I'm gonna stir my pintos and move on.com. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you when we see you. Bye.